this time of year can present the owners with a lot of concerns most companies in other parts of the country never have to face. But after more than 100 years of Mardi Gras revelry and plenty of lawsuits over the years, a few safety procedures have been developed to help local business owners protect themselves and their employees. Joining us with some of those tips for business owners, we're hosting a Mardi Gras party, Ed Harold of the law firm of Fisher and Phillips. First of all, I assume a lot of businesses say, well, no problem, we'll set up a stand right in front of the office, or we'll rent a balcony. What could go wrong?
Well, there are 1,000 things that could go wrong. The Mardi Gras is, of course, a relaxation of morals, and people expect certain things, but you can put your employees in a situation that they feel completely uncomfortable, particularly if you have something down in the French Quarter.
And that can be problems, especially if it's a company-sponsored stand or party.
Absolutely.
Because then you're liable.
You are sponsoring it. You are putting your imprimatur that this is something we do, this is something we approve of, and this is something we allow.
And you've got a lot of things here that are just common sense. You're saying when you have guests and employees come in, have a sign-out sheet.
That does work to help know who is there, because at Mardi Gras, if you've been to parties, you've seen people walk in off the street thinking, and nobody knows that they shouldn't be there, and that can cause trouble.
And it's good to have security, people to watch the crowds around, and to watch things on the stand.
Absolutely, because one of the worst things you can have happen, and the police will do this, is have interaction between the stands and the crowd get ugly.
And you've got post-height requirements for any balconies. Why?
Well, there are restrictions when they build the stands of how high the bars have to be in the front, and you don't want kids getting up, standing on the balcony and tumbling over. And
we mentioned hire a security guard. That's always a good thing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And it's best to not set up a bar?
Well, I think if you have a party in Mardi Gras without a bar, you might not have many people show up.
I was going to say, yeah.
And it certainly, serving alcohol, you have to be responsible about it.
And especially if you're paying for the alcohol and you're serving it.
Right. You need to be careful, because that, again, can create potential liability for you, particularly if there are minors at the party and the minors get served.
Now, if people bring their own, is that a different?
The problems that alcohol creates, while there's extra liability if you serve it, aren't limited to the alcohol you serve, because people that do become inebriated or get out of control, or if you have minors at the party who are drinking, that can create problems within the party. Fights can break out, that sort of thing that you just don't want to have.
And don't tell your secretary to do something lewd, to get beads or whatever.
Absolutely. That's number one. Your employees are your employees, whether you're in an apartment on Bourbon Street or you're at the office. Treat them with the same respect that you treat them to.
All right. And employers shouldn't serve drinks, and always post a taxi number. All right. Thank you very much, Ed. We appreciate those tips. We have lots coming up on the program today.